Hello and welcome to An Imagine Crafter. My name is Susie and I'm here today to talk to you about my love of crochet and knitting and the fiber arts. I have a lot to talk to you about today. I've been at DFW Fiber Fest. This whole weekend took Thursday and Friday off from work, from school. I'm a school teacher in Texas and took 2 days off and have spent the last 4, this is Sunday, September 17th maybe. And anyway, I took the last few days off to go to DFW Fiber Fest, and I would like to share that with you. So make sure you have a good beverage to drink. I wish I had something, but I don't. But that's okay because I'm so excited. I'm gonna get through it all. All right, so when last we spoke, I was working on a project. I believe, I hope, maybe I wasn't, but this whole thing, this is my Into the Deep cowl by Karen Woolley, who was at DFW Fiber Fest, and I did not get to meet or take any classes with her. But this pattern is a beautiful pattern. I made mine with, this is crochet, I made it with Friday Night Fibers, Hookah Butterfly, and what is this called? I don't know. I want to say it's Caribbean. I'm not sure, but it is beautiful. It is beautiful. Let me give you a close-up. And what's that, you ask? Well, I went to a booth that sells, I'm trying to, all my stuff is right by me, I'm trying to find the tag. I went to a booth, Burr Oak Studio, and they specialize in making items from knitting needles and crochet hooks. So this is a knitting needle made into a brooch. Can you see it? The needle right there. All that blue is melted. It's so beautiful. It's magnetic. So it's very strong. So it could be a shawl pin, I guess. I'm trying to block some mess behind me with my body. And I fell in love with it. It's so gorgeous. I think of myself as a green girl, but lately I've just been loving all the blues. So anyway, I did not follow the pattern exactly because the lace portion was supposed to go for many more rows, and I decided I wanted to end it. I was getting close to DFW and I thought we were going to have a meetup and show it, but I never found anything about the meetup. So I saw several people's Into the Deep cowls and complimented them. There was also a knit along one, not the same pattern, but it was a lot of fun to make. The colors are beautiful. I got these yarns at DFW Yarn Crawl last year and enjoyed making it very, very much. I just didn't think I live in Texas. I don't need all that stuff on my chest. It doesn't get that cold here. So it was beautiful to work with this yarn, and I just love these colors so much. So at DFW Fiber Fest at the Burr Oak Studio, I purchased this thingamajig, and it is also made of knitting needles and crochet hooks, and this is going to go to my art teacher buddy that that works next door to me at school, and her birthday is tomorrow, so I'm giving her this as a present. I thought she'd appreciate that. I made a sun catcher, which I will try to put a picture of in this video, but it's hanging in my car, and let me tell you, it makes me so happy when I'm driving along and I stop at a stoplight. Be very careful, be a good driver. Stop at a stoplight and I see that sun catcher. It is so beautiful. I love it so much. It makes me so happy. And so I kind of want to quit my job, and I mean, not kind of, I really want to quit my job and just crochet and knit all the time. And then, pardon the noise, my favorite purchase, perhaps of the whole show, is this. It is wind chimes. It are wind chimes. It is wind chimes made out of knitting needles and a crochet hook. Look at that. And they're all green, my colors. So of course I had to buy that. So let me stop all that clinky noise for you. So that was a beautiful purchase. Probably shouldn't have stopped there first in my shopping endeavors. Maybe I should have gone on and looked at yarn. Well, I had already looked at yarn, but I didn't buy too much on the first day. But I did take a class called I Love Crochet Cables with Bonnie Barker. Delightful woman. Learned a whole lot. And we made, in that class, the class was 3 hours, and we made a sampler of crochet stitches. So, and we got little, well, it should be like this actually. We got little tags to label them. So I'm gonna hang this on my wall and maybe put some pins in it, because I think it'll be a great memory of the class and the weekend and being with my friend Rebecca. And it also will check off my list of things to do. I've always wanted to, I think my clock's fixing to chime. I've always wanted to make a hanging for my pins and things that I try to keep on my project bags, but they always fall off because I'm very clumsy, I think. So in my sampler, I learned how to make the arrow stitch. That's right here. That was my favorite one, actually. I learned how to make a cable. So some of my cable didn't show up. I mean, it didn't turn out too well, but most of it did. I learned how to make the 4-stitch post cable. I also really liked that one. I thought that looked really good. And then I titled it The Poorly Constructed Honeycomb Cable, because you can see right here, here's my honeycomb cable. There's some issues with that. And, well, no, with that, sorry, wrong side. With that should be facing the other way. But I mean, I figured out what I did. And then I taught myself, it was in the packet, how to do the knurl, which is the knurl, reverse single crochet. And it's not backwards single crochet. Well, it's not the way I knew how to do it. I like that. I was very proud of myself when I finally figured out how to do it. It looks nice. And I've done an edging, but I guess I've never done it where you could continue. I've just done the edge, like the crab stitch. Yeah, crab stitch, but I've never done it where I could continue on and keep going. So I've never done that. So very proud of this. This is Hobby Lobby's. I love that yarn. I don't know the colorway. Celery probably. It was a good color for this pattern, these patterns, because I could see my stitches really well. So that was my I Love Crochet Cables class. That was amazing. Then the next day, I took 2 classes. I don't want to show this. I wrote a whole bunch of notes on here. It's very messy, but I took the Ergonomics of Knitting by Carson Demers. And that was a fantastic class. And he talked about, the proper way to sit and knit or crochet. Well, he was a knitter. So knit for a long time without damaging your body, just so you can keep going as long as possible. And he has a book out, The Ergonomics of Knitting, and I'm going to buy that book because it was a really good class. Most of it is stuff I guess you should know, I should know, but it's always good to hear it. And he did a really cool thing with a towel on how to bolster up your sit bones and then bolster your lumbar to keep that where you can crochet. I think the biggest thing that I discovered, you're not supposed to keep your head down. You got to keep it at neutral, which I knew, but you don't think about that in crafting because you have to keep your head down. So, and the best thing from that class the very best thing, there were a lot of good things. The very best thing is he said to have a, what did he call it? A movement marker. So, or a mindfulness marker, I think. Take a progress keeper or marker and put it in your project, or tell yourself after 5 rows, you know, or when I get all the way around this, you know, 380 stitch project, stop, assess your body. How are your shoulders? How's your neck? Have you had any water? Have you stood up? And I thought that was really useful, and I'm gonna use that information and keep that in mind. So that was really good. I took that class in the morning on Friday, and then in the afternoon I took, what did I take in the afternoon? Oh my God, I forget. I took needle felting with Joyce, and I can't remember her last name. I need to know her last name, but I will, I'll put that in the show notes. She has a name I'm not familiar with. It is hard to spell, and I didn't know how to pronounce it, so that's why I can't remember, but such a great lady. Oh, sorry. My clock is chiming. We'll wait. Okay, in the pause, I looked it up. Joy Heart Designs. Joyce, she did needle felting mushroom houses. And so this is my mushroom house. There's my little door. And I tried to make some mossy steps here and there. Oh, this side. My cute little window. And the top, I think this would be so cute with my knitted gnomes. That's why I wanted to take this class. And I thought it was a great class. I broke 4 needles, sorry about that. And my landscaping looks fine now, but you should have seen the landscaping of the other people in class. Like, their houses looked like fairy tale wonderlands. It was amazing. I was so impressed. But that was a great class, and I would love to do that again. And I might maybe order a kit, maybe. I don't know that I need any more hobbies. I have all this yarn I'm looking at. I want to knit and crochet up. But it was a really good class, and I really enjoyed it. So I did that in the afternoon. And then the next day, Saturday, I didn't have any classes, but I did go up and just shop. And so that's when I bought the stuff from Burr Oak Studio, the recycled knitting needles and crochet hooks. I bought some yarn. Let me show you my yarn. I bought this 100 Ravens, a sear, which is a sport or light DK weight. This is in the colorway Loosen Your Girdle and Let Her Fly. And it was a show colorway. And I love this dark, moody, purpley blue, purple colorway, and it was really pretty, so I like to get show colorways. So I got that. It's a DK. Did I say that? Yeah, I did. And it's so soft. So soft. It is 100% merino wool. 8-ply cabled. So really good. I might make a shawl out of this. I might make socks. I don't know. Maybe socks. All right. I went to Whimsy Stitches. So I had a strategy. So I'm participating in the Downseller Studio pigskin party. Yay, Team 6, full aisle fallbacks, fair aisle fullbacks. You can tell how much I love football. I understand football, but I do love doing things, crocheting and knitting and talking. So anyway, I knew I wanted to buy yarn at this show, but I didn't want to just buy with no purpose. So I looked up some of Boston Jen's designs, Jennifer Lasan designs. I looked up what yarn I would need to make some of those these are designs that I'd purchased. And I looked up the yarn requirements for them, and then I looked up the sponsors from there that were also going to be at DFW. And so I tried to be strategic in my shopping. So Whimsy Stitches Yarn Co. is a sponsor. And I bought this beautiful Pumpkin Spice Life standard sock 4-ply fingering weight, 70% superwash merino and 30% nylon. I've never bought anything 70-30. It is a very sturdy, rugged yarn, but it looks like fall, like that teal and orange. That's all I wanted to buy after that, was that teal and orange. And even today's Sunday, I went to the last day of the show and looked at all the vendors again to see if I could find more. I wanted to see if I could find a teal yarn with pops of orange as opposed to an orange yarn with pops of teal. And I swear, when I was walking around the last 3 days, every vendor had this color and then nobody had this color. But it's okay because Whimsy Stitches had it and I bought it. So that is a beautiful color. This is definitely going to be socks for me, I'm sure. And then I wanted a bag. Now, keep in mind, I have ordered two bags and stitch markers from Adornits for the pre-order for Pigskin Party, and I'm waiting for those because of course I didn't get it on the first try, so I didn't need any more bags, but I really wanted a clear bag, so I got this drawstring. What is wrong with me, Susie? Get it together. Bag with spooky eyeballs on it. And it is see-through, so I'm very happy with that. That bag was very well priced, I thought, and I was really happy to get it. Does Erin Lane sell this kind of bag? There was another company that sold it, but I thought I already have a bag from them. I don't have one from him, so I got these, and I'm very happy because I needed a Halloween bag. I wanted a Halloween bag. I also wanted to get 5 colors, mini skeins, to make Jennifer Lasson's Riley Rose hat, I believe. And it is like kind of like a sampler hat for knitting. And I could not find 5 skeins in his booth, but he did have this gorgeous Ghouls Night Out colorway. Look at that. And so I just bought another skein of Dark Dove to go with that. So I think my plan is brim and then all of the colors in this order. It looks really similar here, but this is considerably darker. So I think that'll look really nice. I don't know what other color is a Halloween color I could sub with, but this is what they had and it all matched that way. It'll be cute. I have a Halloween hat. Maybe I'll make it for my brother who edits this podcast for me, but I don't know. Maybe I'll just make it for me because it looks really cute. So there was that. I thought that was a great plan. I was really happy with that. Then today, did I buy anything? Oh, okay. So in the ergonomics class, one of the things that Carson talked about was knitting needles and how round knitting needles, because they're sitting up against your finger, like the stress contact point is in the middle and then there's another stress contact point, that can lead to it doesn't lead to, but people with arthritis maybe have a hard time knitting with those round knitting needles because of the stress contact points. So he said that the square knitting needles were ideal. Sorry, I keep kicking the camera stand. The square knitting needles were ideal for getting rid of some of that stress contact. I think that's what he called it, stress contact. And easing up some pain for arthritic fingers. I don't have arthritis yet, but I'm anticipating. I'm a cello player and I'm a crafter and my mom has arthritis. My grandmother had arthritis, so pretty sure it's coming to me. Anyway, he recommended even better hexagon knitting needles. So Brick House Fiber Arts was there and they had Prism hexagon circular knitting needles. I got a size 3 after much deliberation. I walked into that booth 3 times, felt everything, knit with stuff, and then left 3 times before I bought one. And then I got a size 3 because I love making a pattern of slipper socks. He uses a size 3 that I cannot remember, but if I remember, I'll put it in the show notes. But these are a hexagon. They're very light, and they have a no memory cord, which is fantastic, and a swivel. They swivel. So I've never tried swivel cord before, so I'm really excited about that. And I just invested in several sets of signature needles. Well, now Signature's out of business, so I'm really glad I got those, but now I'm really wanting these. But I haven't really knit with these. That's not fair. But they feel good under my fingers, and we'll just see. So that was Brick House Fiber Arts from Alabama. Nice ladies. I went by Cerulean Orchid, Cerulean Orchid, and bought some cute stickers, which I don't have here to show you. Oh, do I? Maybe I do. Please pardon this interruption. Oh, I do. In my wallet. I can't show you two of them because they're a gift for people, but I can show you Magic Maker. Ooh. And I can show you this one, and in white at the bottom here it says Yarny. So when you peel this off the sticker and you put it on something dark, it'll say Yarny on there. So I thought that was really cute. And one more. Oh, on my water glass, my gnome sticker came off, so I bought a new gnome. So that's Cerulean, is that how you say it? Orchid, really nice ladies. Went there, and then, oh, I took a class today over Floor Abundance. Who taught Floor Abundance? Hold on a second. Let me see who taught Floor Abundance. I don't want to not mention people. That's so rude. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Floor Abundance was taught by Alexandra Davidoff. Very nice lady, very knowledgeable, so friendly. And these are the flowers that I made. She had them in a blanket. She had them in shawls with some, oh, I'm flipping you off, I'm sorry. Apologize. Really beautiful, beautiful. Could be in my hair. Mustache. Headband. So that was a fun class. Enjoyed that a lot. And then the last things I bought were 2 more skeins of yarn. So I was looking around for some more pumpkin yarn, and I could not, I had something in mind and I could not find it, but I did go by Jim's Luxe Fibers, and they had this beautiful classic DK. I'm really into DK right now because it knits up fast. I'm sure it crochets up fast. I don't think I've ever crocheted with DK, but I'm going to. 100% superwash merino 8-ply in the colorway Poseidon. Look at that. That is my jam right there. It is not the pumpkin color, but that old gold color. Very pretty. And then I went by, because Kristen Kips 206 on Ravelry, she had said if you go by Schmutzarella booth that her shawl was a sample in it, and I can't remember the name of her shawl, but I did get a picture of it to send to her. And then while I was there, they had their show colorway was somewhere out there in this beautiful moody blue yarn. Look at that. This one has a sparkle base. It's a brilliant DK weight, 75% superwash, 20% nylon, 5% stellina. And I couldn't resist when he said it was the show colorway. I said, okay, I have to have it. I mean, you could tell me, well, that's not true. I was going to say you could tell me mud brown was the show colorway and I'd buy it. But one booth, and I won't mention any names because I don't want to badmouth a booth because I like their yarn. But they had their DFW colorway was a grass, dead grass brown. And I thought, I don't want to remember the heat that we had been through. We went through like 20 days, 25 days, a long time of over 100-degree heat here in the Dallas area. It was so hot. Got up to 110, 111 is the high, and it was miserable. And I don't want to remember that. And I don't want to remember what my lawn looks like right now, which is dead grass brown. So didn't buy that yarn, but I would buy the Smoothie Blue with some sparkle. Okay, I think that is it. That was a lot, I thought. I mean, it's such a good time. I'm really bummed to be going back to work. Life stuff. My daughter's in band and high school football is in full swing, so doing lots of band stuff. School is in full swing, lots of orchestra stuff on my part. My 2 boys are looking for jobs, going to school. So it's all good. Let me hide the mess. All right, take care, and I'll see you in a couple of weeks. Bye.